surveillance video from the Dollar General where a 21-year-old white man killed 3 black people. And we're also going to hear the desperate 911 call, in part from the shooter's family, that was made to police. ABC's Alex Perche is in Jacksonville with those details.
Tonight, new details in that racially motivated shooting at a Dollar General that left 3 black people dead.
We have discovered new facts regarding the shooter's movements and whereabouts hours and minutes before he committed his acts of senseless violence at Dollar General.
Late today, law enforcement sharing this video they say shows the suspect, 21-year-old Ryan Christopher Palmetter, first entering a Family Dollar store about a mile away.
Not only did the shooter park at the Family Dollar, he also went inside the store and bought some items.
He then stopped at Edward Waters University, a historically black university down the street. This video being used in the investigation showing the suspect donning a tactical vest and blue latex gloves. Students flagging down a security guard.
What's going through your mind?
That there's something wrong. I was not able to see a weapon at that time. However, I did see what appeared to be a tactical vest, a mask, along with a hat covering his head at that time.
Authorities say the suspect hopped a curb and fled, driving to this Dollar General store where he began an 11-minute rampage. Surveillance video shows the shooter, without warning, firing 11 rounds into 52-year-old Angela Michelle Carr's Kia, killing her. He then walks into the store, armed with a handgun and an AR-15 style rifle that authorities say he bought legally. The suspect shooting 19-year-old employee AJ Laguerre Jr., multiple witnesses fleeing out the back of the store, and then later, 29-year-old Gerald Gallion enters. The shooter killing him, missing his girlfriend. And 10 minutes into this heinous act, he sends a text.
The suspect texts his father and says, "Use a screwdriver to get into my room." The father enters the room and finds a last will and testament of the suspect along with a suicide note on his laptop.
ABC News obtaining this distress 911 call his father made to police.
He bested his car a couple of hours ago.
His father stating that his son had been suicidal before and was receiving psychiatric help, but had stopped taking medication.
All right, and does your son go anywhere that you know of? Is there like common places he goes to?
No, he doesn't go anywhere.
By that time, the rampage was already over, the shooter taking his own life as officers arrived on the scene. Investigators finding writings on the gunman, which they say contained racist and hateful ideology, as well as painted swastikas on one of the firearms.
Plainly put, this shooting was racially motivated and he hated black people.
The FBI opening domestic terror and federal hate crime investigations, saying there's also evidence that the suspect harbored anti-LGBTQ+ and anti-Semitic grievances. The latest federal data shows a 12% increase in hate crime incidents. At a vigil Sunday, Governor Ron DeSantis, who signed laws to restrict how race is taught in Florida public schools, was booed. The governor condemning the shooting.
We are not going to let people be targeted based on their race.
President Biden asked about the shooting just before meeting with Dr. King's family members and other civil rights leaders at the White House.
We can't let hate prevail.
Tonight, family members of the victims praying that their loved ones spark change.
I hope that this really does spark something for people to take a stand.
Haunting to see those videos of the suspect knowing what would occur later in that day. Alex joins us now from Jacksonville. Alex, what are you learning about the shooter's background?
Well, Trevor, the Sheriff's Department says it's still investigating, but that shooter worked at a Dollar Tree from October of 2021 to July of 2022. They also say that he had no prior criminal history.
From my understanding now, to try to...
At Chapel Hill, just days after classes began there, reports of an armed and dangerous suspect on campus and shots fired. This is a scene no student wants to be a part of. This video obtained by a Raleigh station WTVD. You see students waiting inside a locked lecture hall. Authorities cleared buildings one by one, leading those students away, some appearing clearly visibly distressed. Campus authorities issued this photo of the suspected gunman, a graduate student from China. And late today, officials confirmed that suspect is in custody and a member of the faculty is dead. Our senior national correspondent Steve Osunsami leads us off tonight.
Again in America, this time in North Carolina, police have arrested an accused gunman about a mile away from the University of North Carolina at Chapel Hill.
stage for law enforcement, possible active shooter on campus.
Where police say the accused gunman shot and killed a university faculty member.
Everyone was just panicking. People almost opened the door, and then told not to open the door, and then finally we got evacuated.
We locked the doors pretty quickly, and we're just kind of like hunkering down.
Campus alerts went out just after 1 p.m. Eastern, telling students to shelter in place. Authorities quickly released this photo, saying if you see this person, keep your distance, put your safety first, and call 911. The same photo on the school's website says he's a grad student. Our ABC station WTVD shares this cell phone video of students taking cover on the floors of lecture halls. Frightened students recorded cell phone videos showing police clearing the building room by room. Parents with kids at a nearby grade school were in a panic. This was their first day of the school year, and the entire school district was locked down for much of the day.
My heart is in my mouth. I am waiting for my kid. It was his first day at school today. He's in kindergarten, and this was the last thing that I was kind of hoping to feel on the first day of my kid's school.